On this story for you. And for that, we've reached Frédéric Bérard. He's a political commentator at the University of Montreal and a lawyer at the Bureau d'Avocat. He joins us from Montreal. Thank you so much for making time for us.
Thanks to you.
Okay, so let's start with what we know about these projects that are set to be unveiled in a few minutes' time. The Prime Minister recommended 5 nation-building projects for expansion, one of them for approval, rather, and one of them will be the expansion to the Port of Montreal. We know that also Minister Dominic LeBlanc will be in Montreal following that announcement today. How do you see this resonating with Quebecers?
Well, we'll see how it deploys, but frankly, it's probably good news, meaning that Quebec is part of that big economic plan. But there might be also some obstacles in terms of the approval from the First Nations, can be obstacles in terms of environmental matters to a certain extent. So we'll see where Mark Carney wants to go with this. But at first sight, I would say it's a good news.
In terms of strategy, too, when we see the Minister Dominic LeBlanc heading to Montreal, that one of the projects here is, of course, the expansion of the Port of Montreal. So what does that say to you about a potential strategy here that may be more broad than just preparing Canada's economy? Is there a political strategy?
Oh, yeah, surely. I mean, I think that the Carney's government wants to show everyone that, you know, they're taking their responsibilities and they want to take some distance from the U.S. economy. They want to take some distance from Donald Trump, as we all know. But this is a very concrete project, depending on how and when they want to do it. But yeah, it's certainly part of their strategy to say, let's build Canada first and take our distance from the U.S., but maybe from other countries as well, and let's exploit our resources and put money where we need to.
You know, one of the projects that is not on the current list that we've seen, of course, that people have been talking about is an oil pipeline. That's something that many say may be a nation-building project that right now is not on the list of this first tranche, as it's being called, of nation-building projects. And at the same time, we're seeing a statement come out from Alberta's Premier regarding her meeting with the Prime Minister, saying that she had an exceptionally productive meeting with Mark Carney, but still has some details to work out over the coming weeks, saying, though, that she's more optimistic than ever before that Albertans are finally being heard. What do you think that says about what is to come?
Yeah, probably that Mark Carney wants to stay away from controversy, because we all know that the national pipeline is always subject to that kind of controversies with First Nation, with environmental matters, obviously. So probably he does want to go with the sure bet as of now. And probably see how it goes and put it in a tranche 2, as you said. So we'll see what's the plan with that. But it's certainly more complicated to go with a national pipeline than going to upgrading the Port of Montreal, for instance.
Do you think there will be some questions, I imagine there will be, about the speed at which all of this has been happening, whether it has been fast enough or whether it has taken too long?
Yeah, well, we heard the comment of Pierre Poilievre, who's playing his cards pretty well, saying it's too long, he's skeptical and all that. And we have the right to be skeptical, honestly, but at the same time, I mean, those are very, very impressive projects in terms of money, investment. So I would be surprised if it goes that quick. But in a certain way as well, there's also other matters, in the sense that they decided to go without any kind of approval in terms of environmental, in terms of First Nation. So do we want that to go that quickly, or we want to think about it a bit? I think that there's certainly an emergency to build an economy that is independent from U.S. economy, that's for sure. But at the same time, we don't want to destroy our resources, our relations, and all that.
Frederic, I want to thank you for your time. That was Frederic Bérard, a political